All right. One second here, guys, and we'll get started. How's it going? All right. So I am doing a TNA roster showcase. Alright guys, so I am doing a TNA roster showcase right now. I'm going to showcase everyone I have made for TNA so far. I am still working on the female side, but I will show the females that are currently done. I'll at least show that, but there is still some females that aren't done yet. So there's still a lot more to go with that. But I am going to be showing everyone that is done. As far as the males go, I think I got the majority of the males done. But some of the females I'm still kind of working on. But let's go ahead and let's go into this. The first one we're going to have is obviously Ace Austin from the Ace and Bay Club. So we'll go ahead and look at this. So this is going to be our Ace Austin here. In the end of the bowl. And then it's going to be the white and black attire with the orange. And then he's going to be sporting the glasses and this jacket, which I really like this jacket a lot, so I just thought this was so cool looking, so decided just to go with this. And then his other attire, he sports a kind of like white and gold look with some black outlines. And then obviously the black knee pads, black kick pads. And then he's also going to be having the same jacket, but the colors that match this attire, but same exact jacket. With the glasses as well. Next in, we have Adam Rex, who is a custom car. This is our Adam Rex. So he sports long hair. He has black and pink as his main colors. That's his main colors. His whole entire career has been black and pink with some white outlines. That's the same with TNA. So Rex in the back, that's AR right there on the side. And then for his entrance attire, he sports a jacket as well, a leather jacket with the pink to match the tights. And also for his secondary attire, he does have a secondary attire. This is secondary attire, so it's black with the pink and the white again, just different logos, different design. Rex in the back. And then sporting the pink kick pads as well as the pink knee pads with the fronts saying Adam Rex on them. Hey, how's it going? So that's our Adam Rex. I will show the first attire again. So that's the first attire again. Pink, black, and white is the main colors that he has been going for the majority of his career. And then again, I'll show the jacket one more time. So this is jacket again. Again, black, pink, and white. So that is our Adam Rex. Oops, I didn't mean to go online. Alright, next one we have Aku Fatu. This is part of the Samoan Society. So here's Aku Fatu. He is part of the Fatu family. Everybody in the Samoan Society is part of the Fatu family. Whether they're cousins, brothers, all that stuff. Mainly cousins. But yes, he is part of the Fatu family. This is Aku Fatu. Samoan Society logo on the back there. And then he has the tribal throughout his whole attire as well. Obviously the tribal tattoos Oh, oh. My gosh. Samoa Joe, I actually learned, I don't think Samoa Joe is Samoan. I mean, he's like Samoan, but I didn't mean not Samoan, sorry. He's Samoan, but he's not part of the whole family of the Samoans. Of the Anorai? I don't even know how you pronounce that. But he's like, he's not full Samoan like they are. He's like half. But yeah, so he's not part of the whole family though. But this is Akufatu, and then he also has another attire. He sports a black, gray, yellow, red type attire. This is probably my favorite attire of his. And the Samoan Society is not made by me. It is made by Greenland Cause. So they're pretty cool looking. No, it's AKU. Akufatu. Now we have Austin freaking Gunn. So here's our Austin Gunn. He's sporting a white with the red attire with some zebra stripes in there as well. The white boots. And then obviously he has the tattoos up there as well. For his entrance attire, he wears the red with the chain link jacket, which I think this jacket's really cool looking. I had a glitch with the secondary attire, so I'm going to be deleting that attire, so it looks kind of weird, so I'm not going to show that one. But this is his white and red attire. Like I said, I'm not going to show that attire. That will be an attire, but I got to fix it still. It looks okay right now, but it has that weird thing on the face or whatever. Gotta take that off, and then the logos are actually distorted. It doesn't show it in that, but when you click on it, it's distorted. So I gotta fix all that. But that is Austin Gunn. Next we have Bosky, which we have not seen Bosky in a while. Alright. We have not seen Bosky in a while, but we're going to take a look at Bosky. Bosky is actually forming a faction in TNA called the Barefoot Combat Club. And this is Bosky. So the Barefoot Combat Club, they wrestle barefoot. So most of them do sport tights and wear tights, but they're barefoot. They wrestle barefoot. So this is Bosky. He still sports the face paint on the side of his face right there as well. Yeah, so this is the Bosky. And then his entrance attire is right here. So he sports a jacket. He is a kickboxer. He's a kickboxer, and then he knows jiu-jitsu as well. He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. And he was even the first time we saw him too. It just wasn't really announced much, but he does have MMA experience, and he is a former kickboxer. But yeah, so this is Bosky. Next we have Brain Dead, as we have all seen Brain Dead before, a few different times, but this is Brain Dead. So his thing is he has pretty much a skeleton face paint for his face, and then the brain up on top. It's like a brain, and then blood splatters on what looks like to be patched up chest area and arms. Kind of look like he's been damaged. So that is Brain Dead. And then he just sports a ripped up t-shirt that says Brain Dead as well on it. So yeah, that's Brain Dead. Next we have Brian Myers. Brian Myers is part of the System. He still sports that blue, orange, and white look. And yeah, he's actually part of the System stable. And this is his entrance attire. He wears a shirt, the System shirt underneath, and then he also has the System logo on his jacket. And on the back of the jacket as well, he has the System's logo there as well. But yeah, that's Brian Myers. He's a lot better in TNA than he was in WWE. He has a lot more wins. He doesn't have a losing streak like he did at WWE. He has a lot more wins and a lot more successful in TNA. So he's actually a pretty tough competitor in TNA. This is Bowie Bassam, part of the Oversized Factory tag team, along with his brother Gus. He sports a big singlet with its black, yellow, and then sports kick pads as well as the knee pads there. Doesn't sport anything really for his entrance. It's the same thing pretty much. That's how you spell it right there, the way you have it, B-A-S-H-A-M. Oh, you're talking about his first name, sorry. Bowie, it's B-U-I. Bowie. And they're both from West Virginia, right? Yeah, they're both from West Virginia. He's 5'11", 367 pounds. And then we have Carly Bravo, which I still gotta work a little bit on his tattoos. I think it's Carly Bravo. No, not Carly, is it? Yeah, it is Carly. I still gotta work on his tattoos a little bit. The front tattoos look good, but the back tattoo is still kind of bright, so I gotta like darken that to really make it blend in more to his darker skin. So I still gotta work on him, so until I get that fixed, I'm not gonna be using him yet. I got the face down pretty well. The attire is pretty good. But I will be fixing his tattoos a little bit more, so I will not be using him yet until I get those fixed. But this is the, as far as the tires go, this is going to be his final attires that he'll be using. So that's his logo on the back there. And it's kind of like a ripped up look on the front. Glasses, bandana. And then his other attire, he has kind of like a camouflage look. And then he uses he has the hoodie type thing, the hoodie shirt mixed with the infantry logo on the front. That's their tag team name, the infantry. So yeah, it consists of Sean Dean. It consists of Sean Dean, Carly Bravo, and Tasha Steelz. It used to be what was her name? Trish Adora, but it's not her anymore. It's actually Tasha Steelz now. So those are his attires that he has. No, that's Carly Bravo. Although CB is the initials for Chris Bay too, so I can see why he thought that, but I haven't gotten to Chris Bay yet. Cash Wheeler is next one on our list. So this is our Cash Wheeler. That's the attire that he's going to be wearing. So he has kind of like the darkish, reddish, maroonish type color with the yellow. Living Legend on the knee pads. And then FTR on the back. And his tattoo up there as well. And then for his entrance attire, he has the shirts, the FTR shirt. There's no logo on the back. And his other attire, I'm actually not going to be using, because his other attire, I just put it on there just because I just wanted to have a little fun. But this is actually the rated FTR attire when they teamed up with Edge on AEW in real life. But we won't have that in TNA. So I'm not gonna be using this attire. I just did a second attire like this just to have some fun. But yeah, this will not be an attire that he will be using because it's not going to be the rated R FTR or the rated FTR tag team in TNA. So that attire will not be existent. I will be deleting that. I just did it just for fun, just because I had a little extra time and just decided to do something else. But this will be the attire that he'll be wearing. Next, we have Cho Matoda. So this is actually Jin Kamiya's twin brother. So we're going to get into him. So this is him right here. This is Cho Matoda. Yeah, this is Jin Kamiya's twin brother. So he's sporting kind of like a multi half and half different color type scheme through his attire. So he has kind of like the blue with slight gold and white on that side. Then he has like the gold and white with the slight blue on that side. So I think it looks pretty cool. I really do like the way it looks. And then the knee pads, he also has the blue on one side, the gold on the other. Oh, I guess it's more teal, not really blue. It's more like a teal, tealish green. And then he also has kind of like a tealish bluish on his hair as well. Yes, he is. But he went to TNA. He wanted to go to TNA. So, but yes, he did go to the NJPW dojo. So then for his entrance attire, this is entrance attire. So he has the black jacket with kind of like the gold and the white. And on the back it says Matoda. And then that's Matoda in Japanese. That's going down as well. Those Japanese symbols, that's also his name in Japanese. So. And then his other attire, this one he sports a blondish hair with the black around. And then he has black with gray, and then black with gray with slight gold on the other side. So again, I like the way that his outfit, his attire looks. I like how it turned out. And then for his entrance, same jacket, same kind of logo, it's just different colors, but that's just gold with black instead of the white. And same with that. And also different fonts on the Matoda name. So yeah, that's Cho Matoda. That is Jin Kamiya's twin brother. Not as successful as Jin Kamiya, but he's also newer to wrestling than Jin Kamiya is too. He just started about 2 months ago. Now we're on Chris freaking Bey. Alright, so, Chris Bey. I'd really be changing his hair to like a lighter color again, but he kind of has the black at the moment. But then he's also, obviously he sports the same type of colors and attires that Chris Bey does because they're a team. So he's also sporting the white, orange, and black. And then for his jacket, he has this jacket, which I think is really, really cool. And then he's sporting the bandana and the glasses as well. And then he also sports the black, gold, and white on this one as well. Ultimate Finesser. And then he also has the same jacket, but it's black and gold for this one. With the white on the back, the Finesse Club logo. That is our Chris Bey. We're doing all the males first, then I'll go to the females. And I said this before you joined, Kennedy, but the females I'm not completely done yet. So I will show the ones that are done, but I'm not going to show the ones that are not done. And some I actually downloaded from the community creations, not like the cause, but like some random cause that aren't going to be a part of TNA, just because some of them had pretty cool logos that I wanted to use. So I downloaded the cause to get those logos, but they're not going to be a part of it. I just haven't deleted them yet. So it looks kind of a mess right now, but I will show the ones that are done as well. So that's when we get to the females. But right now we're just showing all the men. This is Clement Demers. This is the second member of the Barefoot Combat Club. I do too. It's a shame. It's a shame what he went through. It really is. I think he's still kind of learning to walk, I believe. But yeah, it's a shame what Chris Bay had to actually go through. So hopefully he can walk again and, you know, fully. He's walking again, but he's still kind of working his way. But this is Clement Demers. This guy is an absolute machine. This is his attire that he'll be using for the Barefoot Combat Club. They're not known or really care about having the same colors for their attires. They just want to have the same logos, but they don't really care about the same colors. So Clement will be sporting a red and kind of like a orangish tint, beigeish color. Chris Bay had a huge accident, and it was doing a match, a tag team match with Chris Bay and Ace Austin versus the Hardys. And the Hardys hit a move. I can't remember the exact move, but I think there was a neck breaker as a part of the tag team move that they hit. I think there was some kind of a neck breaker involved with it, and they hit Chris Bay with it, and he got an injury doing that and got paralyzed, if I understand it correctly. I think I saw that match. I think it was something along with that, and it was some kind of a neck breaker tag team move that they hit on him, and he ended up getting paralyzed and really badly injured, and he was paralyzed, so he couldn't walk at all. Yeah, it was unfortunate, and the Hardys did not mean to do it, obviously, so they felt really bad about it too. It was a bad situation. It was a while back ago, so Chris Bay is learning to walk again, and he is walking on his own 2 feet, but he's going slow right now, so he's not fully there yet. So then his entrance attire. He's going to sport this jacket with the Barefoot Combat Club logo on it. There's a closer look at the logo, Barefoot Combat Club. He has his name Clement on his attires as well, on both sides. One in red, the other one's in that orange, beigeish tint color. Yeah, hopefully he's been doing good. He actually has been doing good, which is good. So he's been doing alright. I think he'll be okay. So yeah, this is Clement Demers. He is 6'6", 320 pounds, so he is a beast. Next on our list, we have Colton Gunn. Austin Gunn's brother, the son of Billy Gunn. Oh, I know, for real, especially with how quickly he has. I can't remember exactly how long it was before he first started being able to stand up again, but it wasn't as long as it usually would be. There's somebody that I follow on Instagram, and she posts all these different posts and stories and videos of her experience walking again, because she also got paralyzed from an accident a long time ago. And I follow her for her story because it's very interesting and very inspiring to see it. So I follow her for that. And I don't know her personally, but I follow her because I'm interested in seeing her story and seeing her journey, her journey to recovery. But she is currently walking again. She's actually walking on her own 2 feet again, but she's spent years getting back to that point. And Chris Bay, I don't even know if it was even a year. It might have been maybe a year or so, but he's actually been able to stand on his own 2 feet from being paralyzed quicker than normal, quicker than average, and it's really awesome to see that. So this is Colton Gunn. This is what he's going to be sporting for his entrance attire. Next on our list, we have Corino. This is a new luchador coming out of HWA. He is going to be an HWA graduate. He's going to be he's an HWA graduate. This is Corino. So this is his mask right there, and then his attire. He sports like a black attire with the gold, red, and white. I think it looks really cool. I like the way it turned out. And then I think about calling him King Corino, because he also sports like a crown on his boots and his knee pads. So I'm thinking about calling him King Corino for his actual name. I just think that sounds really cool. So there will be King in front of the name. But then he has this black jacket with kind of like the fur on the front there, on the top there. So yeah, this is King Corino. And then he also has, I didn't put the entrance jacket on him for this one yet, but I will. But this one he has a black attire with the white, red, and gold. So this one's like the red and then the gold in there, and then the white. But I didn't put a jacket on this attire yet, but I will put a jacket on it. But yeah, that's his other attire that he's going to be wearing. So that's King Corino. And then we have Dayak Priest. Dayak Priest is from Iran, I believe, right? I think I put him from Iran. Yeah, he's from Iran. He's Iranian. If that's how you say people from Iran. Iranian. I could be wrong. But anyways, he is from Iran. So this is his first attire, Priest. And his name is pronounced Dayak. This is his entrance attire with this jacket. He is more of a darker, sinister type character. Kind of like Aleister Black is. He doesn't have tattoos yet, but it's only a matter of time until he does start getting those sinister type tattoos. But right now he does not have any tattoos. But he does plan on it in the future. And then this is his other attire that he has. His name is Dayak. He's from Iran. Dayak Priest. And then this is his entrance attire for this one. So same jacket, just black instead of like a bluish color. It's more of a black. Well, it is black. The other one's blue. But same jacket. So that's Dayak Priest. Freest. That's him right there. That's his name. Dayak Priest. Darren Spencer is our next one. Darren Spencer is a part of the tag team coming to TNA called Damage Incorporated. They come from CZW. If anyone knows what CZW is, then you would know what this guy is going to be all about. CZW is one of the most brutal, hardcore backyard wrestling promotions. It's small, it's a backyard wrestling type deal, but it's absolutely nuts. This guy comes from there, and TNA is the biggest promotion he's ever been a part of. And yeah, so this is Darren Spencer of Damage Incorporated. And he doesn't have anything for his entrance really yet, but he will. But he just doesn't yet. And then he does have another attire, the red one, white and red. So this is white and red attire. Damage Incorporated on the back again, and then the red like blood splatter and stuff. And that one he sports chains. I'm going to be putting tattoos on him, as you can see, but I don't know if those are going to be the tattoos yet. I've been kind of just playing around with them. But this is going to be the attire he's going to start with, so he's going to start with no tattoos. But I will end up having tattoos on him at some point, probably. But that's called Damage Incorporated. Darren Spencer. Next, Dax Harwood. Dax Harwood, I think I also played around with the Rated FGR logo attire, but like again, I'm not going to be using that, so that will be getting deleted. This will be the attire that he'll be wearing to start with for TNA. So, same attire obviously as Cash, it just says Dax instead. Then he has the stars there, and the living legend on the knee pads, just like Cash Wheeler's attire. And then he also wears the same shirts too. As you know, they wear the same attire, just one had, they both have just the names on them, but that's gonna be Dax Harwood to start with. Next, this one I'm gonna be changing the face. I started doing the face of him, and then I was like, this is actually just like Orlando Colon, I think. Yeah, and I was like, it looks just like him. So I'm going to be changing the face of him, but also the attire. But his face will look different. So just ignore the face. That will look different, because it looks too much like Orlando, and they're not related, so I need to make it look a little different. So Diego Perez. And yes, before you say anything, I used the Dude Perfect's logo. Just different colors. So, don't judge me. I just think it looked good for his attire. But this is not Epico or Primo. This is Diego Perez. He's not related to them. Just happens to be the same face texture, which is why I'm going to be changing it so it's different. So he will have a different face, a different looking face when he debuts. But this is going to be his attire though. So it says Perez in the back there. And yeah. And then he sports an afro on that one. He sports like a gold attire. It's the same as like attire, just gold. Yeah, I'm going to keep the logo. I used the logo for it just because it just matched. It just looks good with them. So I used the logo and just changed the colors for the attire. So I will keep the logo, but yes, it is Dude Perfect's logo. I did not make the logo. I did not own the logo. Alright. Next. Drilla Maloney. One of the biggest heels in the industry. This is Drilla Maloney. So he's going to be sporting kind of like a white with like the black, kind of similar to like a baseball type looking attire. He's going to have the lips there with the fangs and the smoking, the cigar in the mouth for the logo there. And then Rockstar with the Fords logo on the back. Obviously, he has the tattoos there, and then the Fords on the knee pads as well. And then for his entrance attire, he just sports a trench coat with the chains there. He did not actually sport this trench coat. This is a custom thing that I decided to put on him just because it looks cool. But yeah, so this is going to be his entrance attire. Mr. Drilla Maloney, and that's the only attire I got for him right now. Next we have Eddie Colon. I can never get that right. So don't judge me. I can never get that right. So he's going to be sporting a red attire with the blue and white. And then it says their last name on the back there. And then for his entrance, he's going to have this poncho. How do you say that? Poncho? I think it's poncho. I think that's the word I'm looking for. So it kind of has like a poncho there, a short one, not like a long one. This is more of a short one. It says his name, Eddie Colon there, and then has a hat to go along with it. And then for this attire, he sports a blue attire with red and white, and then pretty much the same exact entrance attire with the poncho and the hat. Next, we have Eddie Edwards, another member of The System. So he's sporting a black tights with orange and blue. It says "Ride or Die" on the side. That's been his main catch thing, his main catch slogan or whatever. Ride or die. Trust the system on the side there on his tights, and then he sports like kind of like a hair thing there, whatever you want to call that. I don't even know what you call that hairstyle, but that's what he sports. And then he also has kind of similar to actually it's pretty much the same as Brian Myers. He wears the jacket with the shirt underneath. That's kind of like their signature jacket, except for him, he has the Ride or Die logo on there as well. So that is Eddie Edwards. Next guy we have is Elijah. Walk with Elijah. He was Elias in WWE, but he is known as Elijah in TNA. So madness on the front there because he is all sorts of madness. The Walk with Elijah World Tour shirt right there as well with the bandana on his wrists. And then he's going to sport orange tights, orange pants, skinny jeans was the word I was looking for, with the boots going up. And then he's going to have a hat as well as a scarf for his entrance. Walk with Elijah. Next, we have Ellis Sky, who also comes from HWA, brand new HWA graduate. So this is Ellis Sky. So he's sporting kind of like a white, red and silver, black attire. That's his logo on the back there, ES, just says ES there. And then his kick pads, as well as his knee pads. His entrance attire, this jacket right here. And he has another type of jacket underneath with long sleeves. And then the back. And then it goes down all the way. And then he also has this attire. It's kind of like a purple, black, silver attire. It's the same exact design, just different colors. And this one, he wears the same outside jacket, but he doesn't wear the inside jacket with it for this one. So that is Ellis Sky. Ellis Sky is his name. And we all know who this guy is. ELP, otherwise known as El Phantasmo. So this is El Phantasmo. His black, blue, white attire. And then he sports this glowing blue with the black and white big jacket here. I really love this jacket a lot. I think it looks so cool. I love the glowing blue on it as well. So this just looks so cool on him. Next we have Eric Young. So Eric Young, tattoos on both arms. Got both his tattoos there. His back tattoo as well. Sporting a gray attire with like gold and black and white. The 888 on the side there. And then he's going to be sporting this jacket with the same logo that's on his trunks on the back of his jacket. This is an old attire for him. I was kind of playing around with it, with him a little bit, and did kind of like an old attire for him where he had like the hair, the longer facial hair, but won't be having that. Maybe the attire, but I won't be having the hair and all that stuff, so that one's not going to be being used, but just kind of playing around a little bit. So that's Eric Young. Then we have Frankie Kazarian. So here's Kazarian. So he's sporting a black with orange attire. That thing looks really cool. Like the way it turned out, like the way it looks. And then his shirt is like my favorite. Is like vest type thing. King of TNA. Michael Myers half mask there. And on the back he has the two knives. That is Frankie Kazarian. Alright, next we have Gus Bassam. This is Gus Bassam. So wears kind of like a one-piece suit, long sleeve all the way down, and he has the big boots there on the bottom as well. This guy is 5'9", 387 pounds. This guy is massive. Not tall, just big. And he just doesn't really wear anything special for his attire before his entrance either. But that is Gus Bassam. Next, we have Jake something. Because I will be fixing Jake something a little bit. I will be doing a little bit of fixture. I did find some actual better tattoo textures for him, which is going to look a lot better, so I will be putting those on him as well. So he will definitely look different than this, but as far as the tattoos go, and maybe a little bit of the body, but this is him now, Jake something. That's all he wears for his attire, just the black with the black knee pad and the black boots. Nothing crazy, nothing special. But he's also an absolute beast. James Drake. So here's James Drake, Grizzled Young Veterans. It says Drake on the back there. And then where's the kick pads, or the knee pads, the kick pads. And then he has a shirt that says "Grit Your Teeth," and then the scarf there that says Grizzled Veterans, Drake, and then Gibson on the other side. So he has both of them on the scarf. Next, James Storm. We saw him recently at Worlds Collide. So this is James Storm. So I like the hair that he has now. And he sports the red with kind of like the grayish look and the black. And then he has the trench coat, the red trench coat with the black and the white. And then the hat. He also sports a white attire. Same type of hair as well, but sports a white attire with it's actually a satin material as well, which is cool. And then he has this white jacket with the black. And then the same hat. James Storm. Next, we have Jared Skinner. He is the other member of Damage Incorporated. So this is him. So he comes from CZW along with Darren Spencer. Does not have anything for his entrance either. No like jacket or anything like that. JDC I'm still working on. I'm going to skip him from now. And I apologize, but I'm still working on them. I don't have the tattoos quite there and just looks kind of... Well, actually, I'll just show him. But I'm still working on the tattoos, so don't worry about the tattoos, though they will be a lot better. All the ones that like in orange, just kind of like the one up there, which is actually a Bray Wyatt attire, Bray Wyatt tattoo. which I think is cool that he has a Bray Wyatt tattoo. But I will be fixing all those tattoos, so don't worry, it will definitely look a lot better. But here's his attire, his pants I hope he's wearing, all gimmicks needed. And then he also has this jacket, the System, and the back it just says the System as well. And this one's the same jacket as the other ones, except he has his zipped up. That's the only difference. But still working on him, so he'll be a lot better once I'm done. I know, for real. Alright. Next, we have Joe Hendry. So here's Joe Hendry. He's wearing the blue, the white with the light blue, the knee pads, the white boots as well. Does not wear a shirt for that one. This one is same colors but slightly different. This one, it's actually like the blue in there instead of the white on the inside of the logo there. The same type of colors, but slightly different attire. And this one he actually does have a shirt that he wears with it, I believe in Joe Hendry. He should have been a DLC, I know. I'm really hoping he is in 2K26, but he definitely should have been. Because, you know, we have a good looking Joe Hendry here, but we don't really have an entrance to go that good with him, unfortunately. So, that's the only downfall to it. But I'll figure something out for his entrance to make it look good. But yeah, that's our Joe Hendry. Next we have Kiahi. We have not seen him in a while, but next is our Kiahi. So here is Kiahi. So he sports the blue and the white again with the tribal and then the Kiahi name in the front there. And obviously all the tattoos that he has. He is the leader of the Samoan Society Tag Team Stable faction, whatever you want to call it. He's the leader of it. So yeah, he's the one that's leading the whole team. And then his secondary attire, this one has his hair up like that, and then it says Samoan Power. This one might be familiar with because he actually has sported this in NXT and even on the main roster of WWE. So we have seen this attire used by him in the past. But yeah, this is his outlet attire. Next, he was a main roster flop, but he might be a lot better in TNA. And this is Makani. He's another Fatu. These are all part of the Fatu family, the Samoan Society, so he is also a Fatu. So, yeah, this is Makani. He's wearing shorts with the blue, white, black, tribal. And it says Blessed. His name is Makani. It says right there in the front of his attire. Right there. M-A-K-A-N-I. Makani. It says Blessed right there on the front, and then he has the back tattoo that just says Samoa on it. You can't see it all the way because it's long hair, but it says Samoa back there. And then he sports a t-shirt, Samoan Society. And then their logo, their catchphrase, their slogan is Strength in Numbers. And then he also sports a yellow look as well. This one does not have much tribal to it like the blue one does, but it's a yellow attire with white and black. And then he also has this shirt for this attire. Raging Samoans. Raging Samoans. Next. Mance Warner. So this is Mancer era. We've seen him in the Worlds Collide. This is Mance Warner. Mancer era. This is his jacket that he wears, his trench coat. And he also has this one with some jeans. And the American flag boots, which I think is really cool looking. So that's Mance Warner. Next is Marcus Mad Dog Nate. We know already about him. Marcus Mad Dog Nate. The black pants. The shoes there, and then obviously all the tattoos. Those are his 3 sisters who unfortunately passed away in a big accident. So he has them as a tattoo on his back. And then Marshall Von Erich. He's obviously part of the Von Erich family. So Marshall Von Erich has the Texas logo there. Nothing special with his attire. They don't really care about that. And he has the necklace as well as the cowboy hat. That's Marshall Von Erich of the Von Erichs. Next, Matt Cardona is part of TNA. So here's a Matt Cardona. He is sporting longer hair again like he used to. And then he's sporting like a black with a green and yellow and red attire. Same with the knee pads. And this is always ready to believe you. He also has a jacket as well. That's the same attire, and he has Thor hair with that one, and then he just wears the t-shirt instead. He has long hair now, yeah. I don't know about real life, but in my universe mode he does. He used to have long hair a long time ago. Like if you look at it from like way back in the day, he used to have long hair. Here's Matt Sydal. So he is sporting the black, white, blue attire. And then he's wearing the white jacket, zipped up jacket for his entrance. The king of the shooting star press, Matt Cardona. Next on the list is Mike Andrews. The Ruthless Prodigy is what he is known by. So it says Andrews on the side of his tights there. It's white, black, and blue camouflage is the look that he is sporting here. And then he has his jacket here. His initials mark Andrews in like an old English font. Andrews there as well. And then this one he sports a yellow, black, and white. This guy does? I can see that. He actually reminds me a lot of Justin Gabriel, to be honest. This is also Ruthless Prodigy. Same exact tire really, it's just a different color, and this one doesn't have the camouflage along with the yellow like the blue one does. So the only differences with this tire, but it's the same exact design. It's not Justin Gabriel, but it kind of reminds me of him. And then he wears the jacket for this as well. And then it also says Andrews there. So this is Mike Andrews. The Ruthless Prodigy is what he is known by. And then Mike Bailey is the other member of the Barefoot Combat Club. So here's his attire. So he's sporting like a blue with kind of like fall leaves, yellow, red, and orange. Also the Barefoot Combat Club, the front of his tights there. And he wears these kind of like really long, skinny, almost socks, but not socks, knee pads. And they also have the leaves on them as well. And then for his entrance attire, he wears the gi that everyone knows him to wear. The gi with the black belt look. Barefoot Combat Club. It says Mike Bailey on that side of his sleeves. That's the logo, that's the abbreviation for the Barefoot Combat Club. And on this side, Barefoot Combat Club logo, and it says Speedball. And then the back. So that is on Mike Bailey. Next is Mike Santana. So he wears like these black pants with like the blue and the gold, white. I think it looks really cool. Going nasty is what it says in the tights there, on the pants there. And he has obviously his tattoos up there as well. And then he wears, yes it is. Yep, it's the Cuban flag printed on the headband. And I just sized it to go all the way around. From the Bronx, and then Santana. And then on the back there, it says Santana as well. I love that logo on the back with the fist going up like that and everything. It just looks so cool. Next is MJF. So here's our MJF. The guy that's sporting his white, red, and black attire. Same with the knee pads and the boots. The bad guy on his elbow pad there, his MJF logo there, the initials. Obviously he has his tattoos there. And the one right there as well. And then his big scarf, as everyone knows, that he wears. And for this one, he sports a black and green attire with the same type of boots and knee pads. And then the logo back there says, I'm not actually sure what that one says. All above me. That's what it looks like. It says all above me. Oh, all about me. That's what it is. Not all above me, all about me. And then he also has the MJF in the back there. And then, for his attire, he does the same scarf. Next is Moose, the leader of the system. Moose. So this is Moose. This is attire, wrestling god. TNA is #1. Face of the franchise, athlete. And then that one says world-class superstar. And then he wears the robe. The iconic robe and headband. It says Moose in the front there. And then he has this attire with the American flag, which I really like this attire a lot. I think this looks really, really, really cool. Yeah, I like that too, and he deserves that. And then this way he sports this trench coat, the American flag look, cowboy hat, and it says Moose there as well. Now we have Mustafa Ali. I don't know what Ortiz has been up to. I'm not quite sure. Mustafa Ali. I will be changing his attire. This is an attire that he does wear, but I'm not really a fan of it. So I'm going to change the attire up again and do probably the one from Worlds Collide. But this is currently him right here, with his long hair as well, obviously. Yeah, I'll be changing him up a little bit. But that's kind of what I have so far. Nakoa Fatu. This is also a member of the Samoan Society. This is Nakoa Fatu. Also sports shorts, just like Makani does. The blue, white, and the black. Oh, dang it, I didn't mean to go back. And then he has this shirt that says Samoan Society and 685 in the back for the logo. And then he sports the same yellow shorts and black and the white, just like Makani does. And then the Raging Samoans, Nakoa and Makani were in a tag team together. Just the two of them, and they were known as the Raging Samoans when there was just the two of them. And now the whole Samoan Society is back together again in TNA. But there was, for like 3 years, Makani and Nakoa were a tag team known as the Raging Samoans. It's the two of them. So I put their attire in there too. And then we have Nick Nemeth, otherwise known as Dolph Ziggler. This is Nick Nemeth. Says Wanted Man in the back, Wanted Man in the front. It also has the American flag in the bottom, in the underneath there as well, and the American flag on the boots. And then the jacket he's going to be sporting is this one. Wanted Man says on the back there. And then his pink attire here with the white zebras. Wanted Man World Tour. And this is Wanted Man throughout all the tights as well. Throughout the tights. And then he sports this jacket for this attire. That is Nick Nemeth. Next we have Orlando Clone. So this is Orlando Colon. So he's pouring a red, blue, white, just like Eddie. Pretty much the same thing as Eddie, except he doesn't wear the poncho like Eddie does, but the shirt and then the blue in the shirt. So pretty much the same thing as Eddie, just, you know, different shirts and stuff. And he doesn't wear the hat either. Next we have Phoenix Wolf. This is the youngest son of Hunter Haas. And Phoenix Wolf is here in TNA to start things off with. So this is his attire that he's going to be wearing. He's huge into Japanese history, so he has a lot of like logos that goes with Japanese. And then the back. And then a big phoenix on the side there. Japanese logos. Sports the kick pads and knee pads. And then on his tattoo here, see if I can see what it says. Blessed is the man who remains. Let me see if I can actually get a better angle. So it says, blessed is the man who remains steadfast under trial, for when he has stood the test, he will receive the crown of life, which God has promised to those who love him. And he has a big like phoenix on the side there as well, going down. And then tribal tattoos. Big phoenix tattoo there as well. And then the cross tattoos and tribal as, you know, tribal look as well, and so forth. So yeah, this is Phoenix Wolf, which is Hunter Haas's youngest son. And then he has this for his entrance attire. Punk is not dead. He's huge into Punk, so Punk is not dead. Lord Phoenix, Japanese logos there for his name as well. And then whatever this says. Bow down or be the next to drown. Bow down to be the next to drown. And then the Phoenix black logo there on both sides as well. And then for this one's a more simple attire. But this is just like a black and gray attire. More simple. Not as crazy. And then he has this jacket for this attire. Phoenix logo there. It says Lord Phoenix again on the back. Bow down will be the next to drown. Lord Phoenix, yeah. So that is Phoenix Wolf. Next is Philip Crimson. His name is Philip Crimson. So he sports kind of like a red attire with gold and black. He has a huge inspiration in Shawn Michaels. Really inspired him. And he got into wrestling because of Shawn Michaels. So that's one reason why he has like the hearts there. Is kind of paying homage to Shawn Michaels. Crimson. Philip Crimson. 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 And then the shirts, Kingdom of Death. There's his name right there, Philip Crimson. No, Philip Crimson. He kind of reminds me of a Cody Rhodes in a way. I didn't really make him look. I didn't really like try to make him look like it, but he does look like a younger Cody Rhodes in a way. Next is Prime Xanders. We have seen Prime Xanders. So here's Prime Xanders sporting a white with the black and the yellow there. Has the tattoos there with the eagle and also the Japanese logos in there. This is Prime Xanders. And then this is jacket, white, yellow, black with the red fur there. Next we have, he is Isaiah Dyer's brother, yes. Yes he is. Alright, next we have Rolando Woods. He is from Orlando, Florida. Rolando Woods. This is the tire, this is the back, and then this is the front. And then for the tire, for his entrance attire, he wears this with Rolando Woods as the logo, nothing on the back. And for this one, Woods, kind of all familiar with this look. This kind of reminds me of like GTA Vice City type look, GTA 6 vibes. And then he wears the same hoodie for that. Do I know who? Ross Von Erich is next. So here's Ross Von Erich. So VE for Von Erich on the side there. Same on that side. The red, white, and blue. And he sports the blue kick pad on one side, the black and the red on the other side with his knee pads. And then just has this black jacket for his entrance jacket. Nothing on it, just a plain black jacket. That's Ross Von Erich. Next is Ryan Nemeth, Nick Nemeth's brother. So this is Nick Nemeth. Punk on the back, blue with the pink and the white. And then he sports this shirt. And that's actually his wife, I believe. Ryan Nemeth's wife, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So he has that as his shirt. And then this one's a white and pink. And this one he just has the blue jacket. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Next we have Sean Dean. So here's Sean Dean. He's wearing the white and the black attire with his logo on both sides. And then this is his entrance attire with the jacket. And this one, he sports the camouflage look, just like Carly Bravo, because they are a tag team, so it makes sense. That was a whole different camouflage look, but he has these shirts and the infantry logo on it. Next we have Steve Macklin. So here's Steve Macklin. Bag him. Tag him, bag him. Bulletproof Macklin. Used to be part of the Forgotten Sons. There he is. This is his entrance attire. Just a jacket and a shirt underneath. And he also has this one with face paint. And it's the red attire. And yeah, he has face paint for this one. And then this one has his jacket, black jacket. Oops, let me do that. And then we have Steven Axe Rachel. Steven Axe Rachel. So, life's a gamble. Tattoo on his chest there, on his stomach area there. That's his daughter, who unfortunately passed away in a school shooting last year. Very unfortunate. She was 17, about to turn 18. It was a month before her birthday, and before she graduated. It's unfortunate. But yeah, Steven Axe Rachel says Steven on the side there, and it says Rachel on that side. Sporting a black, yellow, with some red attire. And he is Iowa's own. Davenport, Iowa. It's good to see Steven Axe Rachel again. It's been a long time since I've used him, so it's good to see him again. Yeah, I can see that. And here comes Trey Miguel of the Rascals. That's the attire that he's going to be wearing. And then he has this for his entrance attire. This one, I still gotta figure out the name for this guy, but this is gonna be a luchador. His name's gonna be White Tiger. I don't even know, why is his body like that? I did not put his body like that. I did that one. Okay. I'll just save that one. I don't know why his body was like that. I did not do it like that. But he's a White Tiger, but I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that name. I feel like I want to do something else for his name, like Tigre something, or something, cool. I'm not really sure, but I don't have a name for him yet. But right now I just labeled it as White Tiger. then he's going to sport a white jacket with black and fur on the back, on the around the neck collar as well. He'll probably have a different name, but it's White Tiger right now. Zachary Wentz out of the Rascals. The legacy lives on. And then for his entrance attire. Sounds good. Yeah, this is Zachary Wentz. That attire is the same, just shorter hair, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Alright. Zach Gibson is our next one. So here's Zach Gibson of Grizzled Young Veterans. And then he also sports that shirt along with the scarf. And we have one more for the men's and then we're on to the females. This is Zach Shark. So we're wearing like the blue with some camo there, along with the red. It says Shark Attack there, that's the name of his finisher. Deep Trouble is another name of his finisher, and then he also has a signature that he calls In the Deep as well. And then he has another one called Double Trouble. And then, here's his entrance. So he sports a shark mask going to the ring. Does not wear it in the ring, but he wears it to the ring. Then he has this jacket. So that's Zach Shark. And his name is spelled Z-A-K. So there's no C in it, it's just Z-A-K. So right there, Z-A-K. Now it's time for the females. Like I said, it's kind of a mess right now. I'm going to show the ones that are done, not the ones that are not done. Some of them I actually downloaded just to have some logos that's from them to add to our superstars. They would not be a part of it at all, so I'm only going to show the ones that are done and confirmed 100%. First one is Alicia Edwards. This is Eddie Edwards' wife. And then she wears this jacket with like the fuzz or fur on the sleeves. So that's Alicia Edwards. Alright. Next one. I can't remember if I have her done. Let me look really quick. She is going to be part of it. I can't remember if I have it done. I do have her attire done. I'm going to change her face a little bit more though. And see if we can find a different face that's slightly darker than that. Because she's not really this light in skin. So I will fix her face. But this is going to be Ash of Elegance. This is actually Dana Brooke from WWE, but again, I will be finding a different face texture that will look better on her, so don't worry about that, that she will look better than this. But yeah, this is going to be Ash of Elegance. But still working on her. I'll show her again when I'm completely done with her, which looks better. Cassie Lee, otherwise known as Peyton Royce, of The Inspiration. Ash of Elegance is Dana Brooke. Yep, it is. So yeah, this is Cassie Lee, also known as Peyton Royce. Then she wears this to the ring. I believe Cassie Lee, yeah, that's Sean Spears' wife. And then this one, she wears a red one. So same exact attire, just red. She will be part of TNA, but she's not done yet, so I'm going to skip her. She's not done yet, so I'm going to skip her, but that's going to be a tag team with Ask by Elegance. But I'm not done with her yet either. She doesn't look that good yet, so I'm going to wait off on her. Jessie McKay is the next one to show off. So she wears the same colors, obviously, the gold and the white, same colors as Cassie Lee. That one's the red with the robe. Just a better look of her robe. Otherwise known as Billie Kay. This is Jessie McKay. Killer Kelly, sporting a black and silver attire with the red hair and the black hair, the red and black hair. And then she just wears like a high top jacket, leather jacket with long sleeves. Masha Slamovich. So she wears like a black with blue attire. And then she has that long hair with the red on the sides. And at her entrance, she wears these steampunk looking type glasses. Or goggles with this black button-up trench coat. And then Maya Vaughn, who's actually my favorite looking one of TNA. This is Maya Vaughn. She's definitely my favorite one. Her eyeliner is my favorite. Her eyeliner looks so cool. Her makeup and eyeliner stuff. She just looks really awesome. But this is Maya Vaughn, sporting a black and purplish with white as the trim. Down here, let me get a better view right here. Down here, Sloan is her mom's name, and she passed away from COVID. So even here, she has Sloan. I don't know what that says up there, but it says something slow and then it says COVID right there as well. Unfortunately. But yeah, these are her tattoos as well. Maya Vaughn. And then she has this for her attire. Her entrance attire. And then same attire here, the red, except she has different eyeliner, and then she also is sporting different hair. And then same jacket. So that's Maya Vaughn. Then we have Penelope Ford. So this is Penelope Ford. So it's sporting a black with orange and then some white. And this is her entrance attire, wearing the orange jacket with the black sleeves, the black fur sleeves. Rena is not quite done, so I'm gonna skip her for now. Rosemary, I don't think I had Rosemary done either, so I'm gonna skip her for now. Stephanie Lander. So here's Stephanie Lander. We've seen her before in the past. Used her a few different times. She is in a mixed tag team with Mance Warner, known as Deathmatch Royalty. I downloaded her just for a logo. Not going to be using her at all for anything. Then we have Tessa Blanchard. She just has. This is her. This is actually her. Street attire, kind of like a casual attire. And then she has her actual wrestling attire here. And this one, she wears a high top, long sleeve jacket, similar to Killer Kelly. So that's our Tessa Blanchard. Next we have Thekla, the Toxic Spider. So sporting a black, red with some white trim as her attire. It says Toxic on the knee pads there. And then she wears this for her jacket. And then those glasses. She is the current TNA Knockouts champion. And then Xia Li. I think I have Xia Li done. Yeah, Xia Li. Although she does go by a different name in TNA though. And she will go by a different name in TNA. But this is Xia Li. And then her entrance attire. Her name in TNA is Lei something. Let's see, Xia Li. Xia Li's name in TNA is Lei Ying Li, which actually this is the last one the last one for her. So I'm just gonna change the name really quick, just so I don't forget later. So plus you'll get to see how her name is spelled, but it's Lei Ying Li. Yeah, that's it right there. Lei Ying Li. And you see where her X handle is. And for those of you that are wondering, I've had some people ask, for those of you that are wondering, people have asked, do I use the actual Twitter/X handle for their social media account that I'm doing here? They use their actual one for real life, for all the superstars that actual superstars? Yes, I do. So anyone that I create, whether it's Heyman Adam Page, Lei Ying Li, Aleister Black, for instance, you know, anyone that I make that's an actual superstar that I make that's not in game, I do use their actual X account. So I will look at that, see what it is, and then use that as their actual account to make it more realistic. So yes, I do that. All right, and that is it, guys. That is our TNA current roster. Like I said, I do still have some work to do to it. I will still be doing a lot of work to it. I will be shaping things up. There will be more that will be added, especially to the women's division. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one.